Alrighty then. Episode 41.
41.
Let's dive right into this bottle of, is it Legent, do we think? I'm assuming it's Legent.
I'm going to go with Legent. Legent. Legent.
Is there a reason why you picked this bottle? You bought this today.
Bought that today. I'm trying to keep on a streak of things we've both never had. So I like the color. Bottle looked cool. So I said, fuck it.
Yeah, does look pretty
go.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So two legendary creators behind some of the world's most revered whiskeys have come together to bring you something special.
Huh.
Expertly distilled by 7th generation master distiller Fred Noe, N-O-E, No, and then refined by world-renowned chief blender Shinji
What other whiskeys
Fukuyo.
have they done?
Fukuyo. F-U-K-U-Y. Oh,
Well,
sorry if I'm botching that.
Fukuyo too.
Legent is a marriage of East and West. It's a celebration of the craftsmanship of Kentucky bourbon balanced with the artistry of Japanese blending. All right, from rich aromas of mature oak and lingering spice to the flavors of dried fruits pulled from wine and sherry casks, every sip of Legent is worth savoring and sharing. The back is embossed, the text with gold foiled lettering font. Very hard to read under these lights. So I apologize.
You want to wear my glasses?
I'll let you hang on to those. Those aren't nice though.
They're cheap.
You don't have to tell us that.
Oh, okay.
You can
They look
lie. You
expensive?
can lie to us. I don't know. They could be. Have you seen some expensive glasses before? They look cheap.
I've owned a couple pair,
Ooh.
and I always seem to lose them, which is why now I buy cheap sunglasses.
We got a pair of
There it is.
Ray-Bans on the street in Puerto Rico for $6.
There it is. There it is.
Haggled them down from 10.
Ray-Ban?
That's right. The lettering was raised, like as it gets, like B-A-N was raised slightly more.
Ray-Ban?
All right. So Legent. I'm assuming it's Legent.
So this is
waiting for a confirmation from Josh.
Yeah,
All right.
it is.
Japanese blend?
It's got it's influenced by Japanese whiskey, I believe. I don't know if it might be a hybrid of the two. But
I don't mind that.
And it's
Josh
Jim Beam.
Josh
by the
can
way, guys.
confirm. Jim Beam
Jim
is
Beam.
the
Oh, this is by Jim Beam.
Yep.
So it's a Japanese version of
The
Jim
owner?
Beam. Kinda.
creator. Yeah. All right.
So this whiskey's biracial?
Yeah.
All right. Let's
suppose
dive
so.
right in. How about that Lamar Jackson? No, just kidding.
Well, yeah. It's our last show of the year. So fuck it. We can talk about whatever we want, you know?
I mean, we can kind of always talk about whatever
I mean,
we
yeah,
want.
that too. I mean,
That's true.
it's also a dead week.
Is he coming back? Thanks this week?
No, he's not.
No.
He's gonna. We clinched in playoffs. We'll see.
He's gonna ride out.
He's gonna.
You think he comes back next week for the Bengals game?
Yeah, he comes back week 1. I mean,
No, because Bengals is not week 1 or postseason. It's the last game of the
yeah, that's right.
of the season.
No
That could very well determine our position.
positioning, right? Because right now we're 5. If we lose, we'll probably go down to 6.
But we
we'll
could
still
bump
be in.
out. We could overtake the Bengals. Is my point. If
Right.
if the Bengals lose to the Bills this weekend, which is possible,
Oh,
and we win over the
definitely
Steelers,
possible. We
then
could go
it
up.
would be we'd go in tied over. We'd go tied up with them into the
Right.
final game, week 18, which it's us versus them. Bengals
and then we
Ravens.
can bump them out.
So if we win, beat them, then we take the first spot, right?
Yeah. I
But
think
we're in the postseason. We're in the postseason either way.
I don't think personally I don't think he comes back for that. I think Harbaugh's thing is like, we're in, let's not force it. And
We're gonna get blown out week 1.
you text me the other day, I don't think we haven't seen Lamar. We don't even know if he has a foot. So we don't know what the fuck is going on with
He's gonna get blown out week 1. I don't
Yeah.
like it when he goes in rusty.
I don't either.
I'm not great. I'm not good.
I
about
think
that.
he has
Good
to
at that.
play next week just to get his legs back under him. But
Yeah, I don't know why he can't split some downs with.
like, I don't care if we lose. We're still in the playoffs. So
Yeah,
get in
why
there,
not
get
let
some
him go
reps.
out there and get some reps?
That's not bad.
He could play just a little bit. He could play for a quarter, not even.
Yeah.
Like switch him out with Huntley a little bit, just to
Yeah.
kind of show that he's capable. He's out there. He's moving around.
Let both of them play. Just
Yeah,
split series. Fuck it.
yeah. Why not?
See,
I just don't like the idea of him coming back week 1. That's
No.
just my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a repeat of 2019.
yeah, when the fucking Titans just ripped us
Yeah.
limb from limb.
Yeah, we did the same thing. He didn't play for like 4 games.
Came back and we just
Came back and just
Tragedy.
got washed.
so
Anyway, all right, those are our Ravens predictions.
See you in the postseason. What?
Is he going to win? Are we going to win as the Steelers? What's your prediction?
Yeah.
Yeah? Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
All right, great.
Yeah. So we got Steelers this week, Bengals next week, and then playoffs. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Steelers.
If it means anything,
They added this one fucking game. It makes the season feel like
Also,
fucking
an
forever.
8:00 game. They flexed it out.
Ooh.
prime time. I think they're wearing all black.
It's because it's our funeral.
Could be.
ESPN's football power index simulation from today puts the Ravens losing the game against the Steelers 13-10.
Yeah.
And the Bengals getting blown out against the Bills 37-9 Monday night.
Well, our Steelers games are always low scoring and very tight.
Yeah.
So that's a reasonable
I don't have a
prediction.
great feeling about it. We beat them earlier in the season.
Yeah.
And I guess
In
that was
Pittsburgh,
that was
though.
Huntley too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Huntley. How about that?
Yeah. So it's possible. It's possible. I feel like a split though. I feel like it's gonna be 1-1 us with the Steelers out.
We play Steelers at home. No, we're back. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we play
do.
them here because we play Bengals in Cincinnati.
That's right.
All right. So I'm gonna go with a loss to the Steelers. I don't know. I feel we're gonna play soft.
I think we're gonna lose the next two.
I think we're gonna
games,
play
honestly.
soft. But who knows? Yeah, that's my prediction. All right, very good. Moving on. Big news, not much news this week, but the biggest item that I think we had was the $1 billion mark, which was Avatar crossing that.
They made it.
Yeah.
I don't
Now they
believe it.
need to
don't
hit
believe it.
$2 billion to actually turn a profit, according to
Yeah.
James Cameron. That's what he says. Now it's been super successful in international markets. I think it's actually like 770 million internationally, something like that. But it's like 340 domestic, so not bad. Still a little low for comparison's sake. I think Maverick, which is the highest grossing film of 2022, is 1.5 billion. That was actually pretty evenly split. It's like roughly 750 domestic, 750 international, but it's a very like patriotic film.
For how long did it take Top Gun to hit a bill?
Well, Top Gun's technically still in theaters in some cases, so
That is fucking still ridiculous.
they brought it back for the holidays. They brought it back, came out over the summer, then they brought it back in September for a little bit, then they brought it back for the holidays. They put it in a couple of theaters. It's on streaming now too for Paramount Plus. I think it's the number one streaming thing for Paramount Plus of all time. Not surprising. But yeah, so we're halfway there for our old boy Jamie Cameron.
It's just wild. It got to a Billy faster than I anticipated.
It definitely did it faster than Top Gun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Wearing my Titanic shirt out of respect for the boy. And yeah, so I don't know. I was feeling like it wasn't going to get there. I was very confident that it wasn't.
Me too.
I was very confident it wasn't going to get to 2 billion.
Yeah.
I am still somewhat confident it doesn't hit 2 billion because getting a whole other billion still tough.
You gotta get a whole nother one.
Yeah, you gotta get a whole other billion.
You gotta get another billion.
Which is a lot. It's a lot of cash. What's the top grossing film of all time? I think it was Avatar, but where did that land? So would like 2 billion, if it got 2 billion or crossed that threshold, is that like the highest of all time? Are we going for the top spot here?
Avatar is the top at 2.9.
Still
2.9 billion.
Yes.
What's the number?
Wow.
Give me the top 5, John.
Avatar 2.9, Endgame 2.8, Titanic 2.2, Episode 7, The Force Awakens 2.0, and then Infinity War also 2.0.
All
2.9.
All Disney.
So I take it back.
That's crazy.
Maybe it'll get 2. Maybe it'll hit 2. But 3 billion, which is really where I have to go to take the top spot. It's a lot.
And they're gonna keep it in theaters for what was Avatar in 292 days?
Long time.
That shit's probably gonna stay 300 days.
Very long time. All right. So that's really all we have on the
That's
news
it.
front. That's pretty much the bulk of it. We're going to dive.
I was going to say thank you guys for joining us.
Shortest episode ever.
That's it.
Let's roll through watch lists. That's what we're going to do now. We're going to bump that up, and then we're going to close out on our 2023 movie list. All of the things that are
we're expecting, all
that
the
we're
shit
excited for.
Yeah.
In 2023. So, are you looking at the list? Is what you're pulling out?
It's a long ass list.
No, not the movie list though.
Watch list.
The watch list is still pretty big too. I mean, yours is.
So
it's
here's
not.
the issue with the watch list. What I did watch a lot this week. It's been a little bit of a slower week for me, so I've had some time.
Real stuff.
But I also remembered a couple of things because obviously we didn't shoot for like a month. We didn't film for a month. So there's a lot of content in there. Like the Pinocchio movie, for example. I watched that.
Which one? Because I watched the new one too.
Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio.
I watched the one on Disney Plus with Tom Hanks.
No, not that one. Everybody,
and they're both new.
You know, I almost made fun of you saying there are two. There can't be two.
Yeah,
apparently
no.
there
Everybody slammed the Disney one.
Oh, it stinks.
So there's a Pinocchio on
stinks.
Netflix. Guillermo del Toro did a Pinocchio.
I heard that one was
on
really
Netflix,
good.
and it's
He's naked.
It's choice.
Like the whole time.
It's red.
He's like wood.
Yeah, I mean,
not like
he's like a
He's a
wood.
literally and figuratively. He's wood.
Yeah, he's like a little wood.
He's
thing.
a little wood man.
Yeah,
Knock on wood.
But so you've not seen that?
Nah,
you've not watched that.
Nope. I watched the me and Clark, my daughter, my 4-year-old. We watched the one with Tom Hanks and Jiminy Cricket.
Okay.
I assume he's in all of them.
But you don't recommend the Disney one.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah. So high remarks for the Netflix version.
Really?
The Guillermo version.
What's the twist?
Excellent. It's excellent.
Is it singing?
So no, there is a little bit, but it doesn't really qualify as a musical. Like there are a few musical numbers in it, kind of, but it's very, very brief. It's not the driving concept, but it's stop motion. So, but the whole thing is stop motion. So
are there actual people in it?
No.
It's like claymation.
The
Claymation
whole thing.
Geppetto.
Imagine standing there, just having to take pictures of you.
It's like Coraline meets Pinocchio.
Copy, which I just saw the other day for the first time.
That's wild. That's the whole episode.
I was aware of it, but I never watched it.
Yeah, so
that shit's creepy as
this
fuck.
This is all stop motion in that vein.
Yeah,
same, very similar, but it is. I felt like it was very reminiscent of older and more like classic Disney era films. It's darker, it's like creepy and weird at times, and I mean it's very like it's obviously a child's story, and all of those elements are still there. It's kind of like Bambi or like those older Disney movies that did not like steer away from being kind of damaging to your emotional stability.
They don't do that no more.
No, they don't. Everything's like very safe, very comfortable,
very woke.
Very colorful.
Yeah.
So this is very, it's just incredibly well done. Definitely should check it out. I think the kids can probably watch it. I don't know. Maybe take a pass at it without them first, just to see.
I'll try it out.
Yeah, try it out.
Clark is real big on if she doesn't like it, she says, "Daddy, this is freaking me out." So,
yeah, it's definitely not it's not Pixar. It is not that. So
okay,
it's definitely closer to. I don't know. Like I said, if your kids could do Bambi or something that's darker, but still a kid's story, then sign them up.
Yeah, my kids.
But
we'll try.
Anyway, yeah, I think it's going to clean up at the awards, the Oscars, most likely. I would suspect it was in theaters for about a month, but it's gotten tons of hype. Taylor Swift was doing a whole Instagram story on it. Everybody's been posting about it. People love it. So it's got like a 90 something, 98 or something really high on Rotten Tomatoes. And get out there, check it out, dude.
I was gonna say, speaking of when does our tour start? Aren't you going?
The what?
Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't start until 23 though.
You mean in 3 days? 23. Okay,
gotcha.
Sorry.
There it is.
Sorry.
This guy.
Yeah. Okay, I was just asking. You said Taylor Swift.
So anyway, that movie popped up on my list. I was thinking of it, and I was like, oh, we should put that in there. I forgot to mention it last week. But yes, my list is very extensive.
That shit's extensive.
I'll run through it real fast because
I'll fix mine while you're.
This does not mean
everything I wanted to talk about is right there. Okay.
All right. Andor, I finished that.
Good.
The last episode, fantastic. Such a good show.
Good.
I was really, I hyped that up a lot last week, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. But
I did too. But good watch.
The best Star Wars show.
There you go.
Hands down.
Good shit.
Hands down. Exceptional. The first 48, I've fully dug into that, by the way, dude. Fully dug into that. And this has nothing to do, is not current really. I mean, I think there is a season that's on right now or that was on recently in 2022. But
what's your favorite part of First 48?
That's been like a little bit of like a, I don't know. I mean, I like the murder mystery pieces of things.
When
like the true crime.
When they get kidnapped?
Mine is when they have a suspect and they offer him McDonald's.
I've not seen that yet.
For him to...
They always offer him something to drink.
Yeah. You want a Coke?
Yeah, they always show up.
I'll
tell you what's hilarious about the first 48. Please. And I say hilarious respectfully.
Because it's sad.
Because it's very sad. But you do have, because of all of the true crime movies and TV shows and series, whatever that are out there, you do have this like perspective of investigators that is like, you always feel like they're going in there with command of the room. Like they're well-spoken, qualified.
Chiefs.
They're like, this isn't their first rodeo.
Nah, they do this all the time.
Yeah. When you watch the first 48, it's kind of like watching retail employees like try to navigate murder cases. The line of questioning is always just so like, it's not great. It's okay. I get what you're trying to get at. They're trying to do like the bad cop, good cop thing, but it's like super cheesy. And it just feels like this is the best they've got. This is the best they've got in Tulsa. These are the guys. This is the crack squad.
Sergeant Fuller.
But at the same time, the other thing that I've learned, not to go too deep into the first 48, but murders ain't that hard to solve.
It ain't. They really
in
not.
A lot of situations. Again, there's a lot of hot takes, and I know that I'm wrong on a lot of
we got to get some lawyers and some investigators.
But what I'm saying is most murders, as far as I can tell, now I don't know the numbers out there. I'm watching the first 48. They're obviously showing us murders that are solved. But most of the murders that we're watching don't seem that, like, not that tricky to kind of crack down. The big thing is we got to find the cell phone. We got to get the phone records. We got to see who they texted last. 9 times out of 10, whoever they texted last did it. That's
somebody did it.
Then it's like the first 48, a lot of it is trying to figure out how do we get the phone? How do we get it unlocked?
You know,
how do we get the messages?
This is the thing. And because I had jury duty, like 2 years, like right before the pandemic, and I sat in on a 4-day trial.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing that a lot of the people that are involved, including lawyers, prosecutors, the people who actually did the fucking crime are technologically idiots.
Yeah.
None of them know how
for sure.
technology works.
Yeah, it's like there's a lot of people out there that don't know security cameras are a thing.
Yeah, they don't know that. They don't know. And I didn't learn this, and I don't know if the laws have changed, but just because they have a warrant for your mobile phone or cellular device doesn't mean you have to unlock it. They can do their best to, but you don't have to do shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can't testify against yourself.
Exactly.
Or you are not made to force. Like,
So,
you can't be forced to testify against
I
yourself.
guess I can talk about this. I really don't give a fuck. But the trial I sat in on, the guy, the police guy was like, listen, man, if you don't unlock your phone, it's going to just ruin it. And the kid was like, oh, no, man, don't ruin my phone. He was like, well, just go ahead and unlock it so we can get this solved. And he was like, I can't do that. He was like, well, if we try, it's going to ruin your phone. You're going to be out of $1,000. First of all, I don't think $1,000 is really what's on this kid's mind right now because he's on fucking trial for murder. It's like you know, like what I would think, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? And they're using the leverage of destroying his $1,000 iPhone.
This is what I'm talking about, though.
You know what I'm
the
saying?
level of persuasion that's
It's
being applied in these
crazy.
cases is like real low.
Super low.
Real low. Like it's not great.
Nobody's coming in swinging like they do on SVU. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah, these are not heavy hitters or anything like that. You just kind of watch it and you're like, man, this is rough for all involved. Everybody that's in this room is not doing the best.
Nah, man.
They're just trying to get by. And also, 9 out of 10 murders also seem to be associated with really a robbery gone wrong. Like, oh, you're home. Kaboom. Like, I didn't mean to shoot you. And then they bail. Like, they're all seemingly kind of accidents.
15 minutes into the show, I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah. People are killing people at a wild rate. And for no reason at all.
Yeah. No.
I don't get it. I don't understand what's happening out there. Anyway.
I'm also looking at this and I found an episode list. There's never been an episode in Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, or DC.
Yeah, because there's got to be certain states that will not allow you to film that kind of stuff.
There's only been one in Pennsylvania. Majority of them, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana,
Tulsa.
Midwest, and Michigan.
Yeah.
It's a bunch. And in Detroit, mainly.
The people where the...
All right. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which we talked about.
Speaking of first 48, Pinocchio.
Don't pick up the phone. I burned through a couple of...
What is that?
Little documentary series.
I see that. Like all of the shit on your watch list, I'm like, never seen this.
Don't Pick Up the Phone is a Netflix documentary, and it is about... there was a time back in the 90s and the early 2000s, you will probably remember this, where there was somebody who was calling into fast food restaurants and they were convincing the store managers to strip search employees in the office there at the location. And then there was all kinds of like weird stuff that happened. I mean, there was, obvious strip searching your employee is weird in of itself, but then there was like sexual assault and all kinds of crazy stuff that compounded, and it really, really went off the rails. And it happened like dozens and dozens and dozens of times.
What
over,
is
like,
the
course
premise
of, like, 2
behind
decades.
asking them to strip search them?
So they kind of
beef patties.
No. So somebody
Did you just
Steal
basically
beef
say
patties?
they're trying to find beef patties?
Like, what are you stealing? Like French fries?
No,
Like,
so somebody would call in, this masked caller would call in and basically say that they were with the local police department and they had evidence to suggest that so-and-so has been stealing from employees or stealing from customers, et cetera, et cetera. And they would basically say, your 2 options are we can come pick this person up and bring them down to a police station where we will strip search them. Or you can ask them, and if they'd rather be strip searched there, you can conduct the strip search and we'll walk you through it over the phone. And a lot of these people would choose, for whatever reason, because they didn't know any better. I don't know. They would just say, I don't want to go to the police station. Like, you can check my stuff. You can go through my pants or whatever. And it was always kicked off, I think, as like, it's going to be basic. It's going to be low key. We're just going to search your pockets or whatever, but we have to do it in like the office. And then it wound up being like,
take off all
your clothes and do jumping jacks and like crazy stuff. Like, it just became like this giant thing that would last for hours. And it was like a horrible ordeal for obviously a lot of people involved. Very terrible. But this is, I think, a 3-part series, and they basically go through that whole story. So I don't know.
Poor people, man. I feel so bad for those folks.
And there was the one that I think got the biggest attention was that the security camera footage was released. Like, there was a security camera in the office.
Yes.
That captured this whole thing happening.
Was it of a woman?
And
right?
And the guy's like on the phone, like, "Oh, what do you want me to do?"
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this was a McDonald's location that this took place at. That woman later sued McDonald's. Sued McDonald's for, I think, $250 million. It was the biggest like civil lawsuit or whatever in the history, I think, at that time, or something like that. It was a very, very big thing. But so that it made a lot of news.
6.1 million is what she was awarded.
Yes, correct. She did not get what she was going for. But anyway, they were able to prove essentially that McDonald's was aware of all of these situations, or all of these things that were taking place. Now, to be fair, it wasn't exclusively happening at McDonald's. It was happening at all different kinds of establishments, but McDonald's knew about it. It happened at enough of their locations, and they felt as if there wasn't appropriate training warning or like notice being, passed out to other McDonald's establishments about, what you should do if this person calls. Obviously 2 decades worth of this stuff happening. Anyway, pretty wild story. Not the most enjoyable subject necessarily, but it's very fascinating.
Wonder did they call any Taco Bells?
They did.
They did?
Yeah, they did them all. I mean, they really did like all. They did. It wasn't all fast food. There were like some restaurants and stuff in there too, but like chain restaurants, I think. It was a pretty wide variety.
They get the Popeyes?
I never heard Popeyes on the list, but
why is this important?
I'm sure Josh can pull it up and see the list.
I'm scanning for Democrats.
Trainwreck, Woodstock 99. Watch that. That was about the Woodstock 99.
Yes.
Obviously, you're familiar with the famous Woodstock of 69.
The one when it came back and shit.
Yes. There was a Woodstock in 94 that did not go over so well.
This is the one DMX did, right?
And I don't think DMX was on the list. He might have been.
I think this is the one.
99 had like Korn, Sheryl Crow, Bush.
This is the one.
I saw so anyway,
but go ahead.
Yeah. Limp Bizkit was on there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
he very well could have been. They didn't mention him in the
Who were you
documentary.
going for, sorry?
DMX.
Like Fatboy Slim?
Yep.
All right, great.
Yep. That was the East Stage on the Friday.
It's this footage of him like performing.
Great.
And he says one of the best moments of his life.
Yeah, so 200, it was like 250,000 or 300,000 kids that were there. And this documentary is another 3-part series. Basically takes you through all 3 days of the event. And it is essentially just turns into a massive riot by the end
I heard
of the event.
Got
and
silly.
It just gets like it's annihilation. I mean, it's true pandemonium by the end of this event. I mean, everything is burnt, lit on fire. People are just getting wrecked and destroyed. There's like broken bones, dehydration, like assault, rapes, all kinds, like just mayhem on a grand scale.
Damn. R. Kelly wasn't there, right?
It is truly wild, not to my knowledge, but he might have been. You never know. I'm not sure. Diddy was there.
No, it was a joke. R. Kelly.
I know. I get the joke. I'm just trying to list all people I saw on the documentary.
Diddy was there?
Yeah. But he didn't play. So he could have, what I'm saying is there were people that were there that didn't play. R. Kelly could have been there. I don't know.
I would hope not.
I don't know. There were a lot of famous people there that did not perform.
Damn.
That's more so. I was backing up supporting your joke. Not in a comical way, just in an evidence-based way.
There were between 500 and 700 New York State police troopers that were called in.
Yeah, because
mostly in riot gear.
By the end of it, it was true mayhem. It's a very interesting watch. It's a wild chapter of music history worth investing a little bit of time in. It's not super long.
That was a nice little twilight age of music time frame, though.
Yeah, they painted a little differently, which is fair. Like the 90s and the late 90s were a pretty volatile time.
Yeah.
For American youth.
It was,
Anyway. Let's see. A couple of comedic specials I got out of the way. Sheng Wang, which is great. Also on Netflix.
Stand Up?
Yeah, Stand Up.
All right.
Yeah.
I watch it.
Recommend it. Nick Kroll, Little Big Boy. Don't recommend that.
Ugh.
Sam Morril, Same Time Tomorrow. That's Stand Up. Also recommended. That's very good. The Volcano. That is another documentary about a volcano that explodes. A very short documentary. But a bunch of people are looking at it. They're like, day trippers to this volcano. There's tours and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, it's okay. It's not incredible. It's just fun.
It's good, just a good watch.
Yeah, it's sad.
Damn.
It's sad. There's a part of it, you know what's going to happen kind of going into it. And there's a lot of shock and awe. Like, oh my God, like if we'd have known that this was going to happen, we wouldn't have come to a volcano.
Oh, fuck.
And at the same time, it's kind of like, well, you're standing on the edge of a volcano. Like that's kind of.
What'd you think was going to happen?
I mean, the risk is built in. That's how I look at it.
It's like
I'm not saying
McDonald's on Greenmount.
I'm not saying I wouldn't go. I'm just saying if it exploded while I was there, I couldn't.
That wasn't a joke, Josh. That was truthful.
No, I'm with you.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Well,
nah,
on
that's
watch list.
sad.
I'm sorry to take up so much time. What about you, man? I don't think we had any crossovers.
You said Netflix stand-ups, and I didn't put this on there, but the other morning, my wife and I watched Joe Coy stand-up, which is he is a Filipino comedian.
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, and
I think I've seen it.
he's
Not
pretty
watched it. I think
he's
I've seen
pretty
the
fucking
thumbnail for it.
good. He goes through a bit where he's like, how Asian people identify other Asian people, and it's not what you think.
Yeah.
It's by accent, and it's not by like aesthetics and shit. And he does a whole bit, and that shit was cool.
I'm really glad you're not going to try to do the bit.
No,
I am on the edge of my seat.
Absolutely
So worried.
not.
For a second, I thought you were going to try to redo this bit.
I'm a little smarter than that.
Even before I knew that it was like a race thing. And I really thought to myself, like, do you think you can do this comedian's bit better than he can?
Nah, no, I'm not a comedian.
There's nothing worse than watching somebody pitch somebody else's bit.
Nah, I'm bigging up the bit.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Oh no, we just started.
Nah, we just started.
Like 10 minutes ago.
Feel free to join.
No,
Yeah.
it's been a minute.
I got here on CP time.
Anytime. So yeah, that concludes.
He got it from the McDonald's in Greensboro Avenue.
Oh, you're going through your watch list now anyway.
Yeah.
We're off.
So the Joe Coy, Disney Plus, I'm a big Disney Plus guy. They dropped the new animated
What do they
feature.
have?
It's called Strange World, and it's strange as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
It's
That's been out for a little while, though, I think.
Nah,
it was in
came out-
theaters.
It came out the 23rd.
It was in theaters for a minute.
Was it? No. Was it?
Yes.
I don't know. It hit streaming the 23rd. I know that.
Yeah, they had it in theaters for a little bit. It bombed, which is why they brought it
It
to
did
streaming.
bomb. That's
Yeah.
right.
It bombed super hard, which is why they brought it to streaming so quickly.
Yeah, it's relatively woke, like extremely woke. Like I'd say too woke for like an animated feature. Like
You weren't into it.
nah, my daughter was, because it involves them going into like this world, and the world is crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's got
Yeah,
like all
yeah.
this, and it's kind of like a Pandora type of situation.
Sure.
Where like the world is connected, everything is connected, and it's one living organism, and they take pieces of the world back to Earth, and they use it for like renewable energy and shit like that. And but it's like crazy woke. Like the dog has 3 legs and shit.
Yeah, that's so woke, dude.
that's the tip of the iceberg.
3-legged dog.
Stupid inclusive, man. Like crazy. Like we got
Stupid inclusive. These 3-legged dogs.
crazy inclusive to the point we got to have disabled animals. Like, yeah. I saw that. Did I talk about Bullet Train last week?
Yeah, we talked about that.
I did. All right, that was awesome. And then I talked about Peripheral.
Yep. Talked about that.
What else is on
It's
there?
not an extensive watch list for you.
I didn't watch shit. I
That's
didn't
okay.
watch shit
You know,
but
it's-
Strange World between this episode and last episode, because I
Okay.
had so much. It was Christmas and traveling.
It's a crazy time of year.
Yeah, man. It was fucking nuts. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it for my watch list, unless something just comes to mind that I saw and forgot.
It's all good. All right, let's go.
Oh,
He got it. He
I got
found it.
one. I got one.
He got it.
About time.
I don't know. This is a big one in the black community. You guys familiar with The Best Man, that original movie?
Negative.
Okay.
No.
All right. Big black ensemble, like all the black heavy hitters in the late, I want to say like early 2000s, late 90s was
1999.
that. Yeah. Tay Diggs, Morris Chestnut, all
This
those
comes full
guys.
circle with our Woodstock conversation.
There we
Indeed.
go. Right. They made a movie called The Best Man. It's
Yeah.
about, this guy writes a book about all of his friends, and it comes to find out that he had sex with the guy's wife, his best friend's wife, who he's about to marry in college.
Okay.
But that was it. You know what I mean?
All right.
And it's a whole thing, like The Best Man, and him trying to fix it, whatever.
Mhm.
Then they had a sequel like into the 2000s called like Best Man Holiday, and I don't think it was really good. And then now there's a show and they got everybody back.
Okay.
And these people, and it chronicles like from the point of them reuniting to like through the pandemic, and tries to keep on the pulse of like current culture. And it's good to see it's good to see. It's good to see the black elite actors and actresses from that genre continue their legacy and continue in this project. And it's not bad. You know, it's a cool watch. Like my wife and I are enjoying.
What is it on? Give us the streamer.
Peacock.
Okay, very good. Not a strong streamer, but a streamer nonetheless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Peacock. Yeah, it's Peacock.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
That's it for me, man.
I love it. All right.
A lot of passive watches through what my wife got going on.
Don't I know it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into our 2023 preview list. Now, we've never done one of these before. The concept behind this is we're going to run through the movies that we're most excited about that are coming out in 2023. Now, this list I did
It's crazy.
in chronological order, meaning the release dates. So we're going to start with the earliest, the soonest forthcoming.
All right.
And then
I got it in front of me, so I'm good.
Great. Okay. All right.
Always on display. Good.
Okay. Let me pull this up. Ba-dum-bum-bum. All right. So February 3rd, Knock at the Cabin. Now, this is the new M. Night Shyamalan.
Dave Bautista.
Shyamalan.
The couple,
Shyamalan.
the couple, and they have the kid. And
Dave
they go,
Bautista? Is that what you're saying?
He's in
is that
it.
what you're going for? Yeah.
And like the four people go knock at the cabin door.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see that shit.
Yeah, it's supposed to be, I think, like a thriller, suspense, scary, TBD. It's always a little bit of a mystery when we're dealing with Mr. O. M. Night.
Yeah.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. That's February 17th.
Very excited about that. Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
And that should be a pretty meaningful film.
Yeah, kind of will kick off phase 5 of MCU.
Yeah, it's going to kind of introduce us, I think, in a more significant way
to Kang,
to our big baddie of the future.
Let's go.
Shazam! Fury of the Gods. It's March 17th, so a month out from Ant-Man. I've personally lost all interest in DC.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of
of
like a charity release.
Batman.
You know what I mean? Like, given what's happening and everything
already been
changing.
made. I feel like it already exists. You got to put it out.
Yeah, it's just like, well, yeah.
But it's hard to imagine that this lives beyond that, or really any of the current DC characters, aside from maybe Batman, live beyond. You know,
Zachary Levi came out
reboot.
and defended James Gunn, so he probably got a secret call, like just chill.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. So,
TBD.
yeah.
Who knows? All right, John Wick, Chapter 4.
I'm on board.
March 24th. Yeah. So Johnny's back. You're very excited about this.
Anything first?
You're a big John Wick guy.
Yeah, love
That's
it.
okay.
Me and my
You can
mother-in-law,
admit
we love John Wick.
I love it. Super Mario Brothers movie. That's April 7th. We're excited for that. I'm excited for that.
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
You're looking forward.
I'm gonna take
to
Clark
it.
to go see
looks
it. Clark
good.
and Quinny. I'm gonna take them to go
Looks
see
good.
it. Yeah.
What I've seen so far. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That's May 5th.
Yeah.
So a couple of stacked months here. I feel like it's a pretty good list, pretty good lineup.
I think this is I think 2023 is gonna be the year of the theater where we get back to going to the movies.
Yeah.
You
Are you joining
Would
us?
you like
or-
to sit down? All right.
Classic. Okay.
So,
yes. So all of the movies that I'm listing off, as I understand it, they're all going to theaters. So none of this is kind of the first year I feel like where, not like the death of streaming by any means, but you're not going to get straight to streaming anymore on these tentpole films or bigger films. I mean, even, I think some like the more medium-sized films are going to give it a shot again. All right. Fast and the Furious, Fast 10. That's going to be May 19th. I have not seen the last several Fast and the Furious films. So
only thing you got to know is that it's all about family.
It's always all about family.
Yeah.
Hey, Em, this dog wants up.
It's all about family. 5.
Yeah, she tried earlier with me,
She
and I
keeps
wasn't
trying to
having
get up,
any
and
of it.
you're not acknowledging her. She's too cute. Apparently, you. All right, The Little Mermaid, May 26th. That's been a hot topic.
Holly Bailey as a Chloe.
Now,
which one is it? No, it's Chloe Bailey. No, it's Holly Bailey.
I don't know.
They're sisters.
That
One of
sounds that sounds accurate. I don't think Chloe's right. Josh can look.
No,
it up.
Chloe's the one that tries to be super sexy.
It's not
You can
Chloe.
Google this.
It's Holly.
There it is. All right. Now, have they released the new trailer for this, or is we still
Nah,
doing
it's
just
that
that
same-
teaser?
And the funny story. So I, Black Little Mermaid. I would show my daughters thinking they'd be all excited and shit. Clark's response is, her hair's not red enough. It's like,
Damn.
great.
Damn.
So Disney, if you're listening, you got to brighten up the hair.
You know, there is like that other side of it where like the character as they were originally.
Right, that, you know what I mean?
So there's the inclusivity and then there's the familiarity.
Yeah, right,
that
right,
you
right,
have
We've
to-
also only seen like 3
3
seconds
of it. Yeah.
So
True.
who's to say
Very true.
when she pops out of the water,
That
because there's
she's-
going to be
there's
some time
sun.
spent
Yep.
out of the water.
The
right?
water, the water, her being actually in the water is what
Yeah,
makes
maybe
it.
it's like, maybe it's super vibrant and exciting when
They're
she
saving it
steps,
for us, yeah.
steps out of the water. Or, maybe they're still doing a little CG work.
Yeah. I just thought that was like, I'm super excited to show her. And she just looks at me like,
I do get it because there wasn't, I do remember seeing the trailer or the teaser rather, and I'm going to, again, back off a little bit because it is a teaser, but I don't remember it didn't like pop. It wasn't like
it looked murky.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it looked murky.
Yeah, it was like Christopher Nolan did The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
And tried
exactly.
to still keep it upbeat and like,
Yeah. You
Disney.
you kind of are looking for fun colors and
yeah, you waiting.
a visual palette of excitement. All right. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
June 2nd. So that is a
That's-
fan favorite.
Yeah. Did you see the trailer?
I saw the trailer. It looks very good.
It looks crazy.
It looks very good.
That seems like the one thing Spider-Man wise that Sony can get right.
Yes.
Is
This
that.
is true. It did. I actually thought maybe they would do something like a different animation style for the second one. The first one was so unique in and of itself. I was like, well, maybe
we did a whole special on it. Yeah.
maybe they'll redo the whole
Yeah.
thing and do something completely different.
Yeah,
But
sorry, I forgot
same
about
animation style, but I'm excited for it. I think it looks good. That brings us to your favorite, The Flash. What are you having a time with this dog over here?
Yeah. She's like sitting here and she like that. Like she's like, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
She wants
let me get some of this.
she wants her chest scratched.
Yeah, that's where I just was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sweet that she mentioned him though.
Oh, she'll ask anybody that's
I know, it's
close.
just so sweet because he's like trying to do his own thing and she keeps tapping him.
Yeah. You're just gonna have to do that for
And
a while.
now she's just licking.
It's like
Yeah,
having
nonstop.
a marshmallow bother you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
We're talking about a dog, by the way, guys.
Very tiny.
Good call on that.
yes.
You get her new haircut or
Very tiny dog. Yeah, she pops up down here.
Yeah, you see her
on
sometimes
a regular basis.
Yeah, Fiverr.
her new haircut was good.
Does look good. Looks great. Looks fantastic. The Flash.
The Flash.
That's what I talked about. The Flash, which is June 16th.
It's on deck. We'll
It's
see it in
coming
6 months. Yeah.
out. Not
7
very excited
months,
about
yeah.
it. Again, like I said, DC is dead to me.
Not even a
I
teaser.
can't wait for this.
I do
And
think
all of the hype that's gonna happen around it.
I do think everybody's got to get out to see it, just because of how much we've talked about Ezra Miller.
I want to know what meds they got Ezra Miller on that he's been this quiet.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
Yes.
He's
like tied up. He's straight jacketed like
They
in a
had-
base
they
in a
locked-
bunker
he's
somewhere.
At James Gunn's house in the basement.
He had to lock himself down. He was in so much trouble. I mean, he was accused of some pretty
Bad
wild
things.
And none of it went anywhere.
not yet.
Which is the other
it still
incredible part.
could.
He could still go to jail.
Also, think of the amount of money though that's being poured into keeping it under wraps.
Also true. Sure.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if you Googled like what's the like if you Googled Ezra Miller.
Oh,
right
I try every week and I get
nothing,
nothing.
nothing new.
I get nothing.
nothing new.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. It's incredible.
Wow. They've done a pretty good job there.
I mean, let's
Those white coats came and got him, man.
current. What do I want to do?
It was either the white coats or the men in black, and he was actually an alien.
Like,
and
if
they
you
got him
put
outta
in-
here.
I got nothing.
Like, if you put
October
in-
7th, reportedly
That's
still
the
filming
latest.
scenes. Yeah.
Done.
Man, he really locked it up.
Yeah.
All right. Mission
Yeah.
Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, July 14th.
I'm with it.
So that comes out about a month after The Flash. So it's,
I'll
it's
just
gonna be
say, I just wanna
gonna be
point
some
out-
downtime.
We're
in
halfway
between.
through it, and I want to see every movie that we've listed right
Well, that was the idea of the list. I left a lot of movies
Oh.
on. These are not all of the movies that are coming out in 2023.
No,
There's
yeah, I
way
know
more
that.
movies than that. Yeah, I
But
thought
this
that
is a
these
great
were
list.
ones that people would care about. Minus, like, I don't think I'm going to go see the DC ones, but Mission Impossible, I would
now. I might
definitely
make some
check that out.
matinees here.
Now, an interesting weekend. Barbie and Oppenheimer come out July 21st. I thought that was a very, I mean, it's not a bad pairing.
I just want to
They
see
definitely will pull different audiences.
the contrast of audiences that release weekend.
I would go to, the problem is I would go to both, but I'm going to have to go to Oppenheimer first.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a Christopher Nolan
yeah.
loyalist through and through.
Same, absolutely. Even if I don't know what it's going to be about,
right.
or
Oppenheimer?
no, like if I get there and just can't follow it, I'm still gonna be like, "Oh, this movie looked great."
Oh no, this will be very straightforward, narratively speaking. I think.
And I think I mentioned it last week. There's been so much press
Yeah, good.
just the
press, too.
last few
Yeah.
weeks about Oppenheimer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah. The Marvels. That's July 28th.
MCU
Finally going to
stuff.
get somewhere with that.
Most no
I feel like that's been in the
can for
in
a
the
while.
can for a long time. I feel like we've been talking about the Marvels forever. The Meg 2, the Trench.
They make the shark.
Oh yeah.
I like shark
That big
movies.
boy
You like shark movies?
Yeah, I love shark movies.
I don't know
Who
if I'll
doesn't
go
like a
see this,
shark
but
movie? Yeah, I don't know. It depends. You know what's funny? I saw the last one in theaters,
you did.
so I can't say that it's not possible.
Which is interesting. I saw it was on a television in a restaurant. I was like, sitting at a bar a few months
You
ago.
watched the whole thing.
No, well, I did watch quite a bit of it
Did you
actually,
ask
which
for the
may indicate
you asked for the
a
closed
different
captions?
problem. But
Trying to follow
that's
the story.
right. But my point is, I looked at it and I thought, oh gosh, shark movie. Like I just thought, and so it's surprising to hear you say that you'd seen it in theaters.
So it did very well. Now the rating, like the Rotten Tomato score, if you will, is not the highest, but it's also not bad. But internationally, it pulled in a lot of cash. There was a huge push in. It was like all filmed in China, and I think largely funded by
the
a
Chinese
Chinese
government,
film company.
which is
So there was a
essentially
lot of.
Chinese government, right?
I don't know.
'Cause everything has to go through
Maybe.
the government, right?
Yeah, I don't know how that all works on the back end there, but
They're censoring us right now.
yeah, there was a big push in foreign markets, international markets for this, and it did quite well. Is my point.
yeah, and I was surprised that Jason Statham was like. I looked at it and
he's
I thought,
back,
what
dude.
is he doing?
He's back.
Well,
He's
yeah,
battling.
sure.
He's battling a prehistoric
Sure,
shark.
yeah.
That's what he's doing.
Big one. I guess this one is bigger than the last one.
Did Rainn Wilson die in that one?
That's
I think he. Oh, that's such a good question. I cannot recall.
I can't remember.
You might be able to find out pretty
You might.
fast. I feel like he does, but they
I do
might have
too.
kept him around.
He was a scientist, right? Or some shit
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
amidst this, Morris falls overboard and is eaten.
Yes.
There it is. Very
Yep.
good. All right. Haunted Mansion, August 11th. Now, there's been a lot of hype on the Disney side for Haunted Mansion. People
Yes.
have been really talking that up.
Because
I don't know.
This is based off of the ride, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct. That is correct. Then we have Blue Beetle, August 18th. Again, not super stoked. Moving into the fall, excited about this lineup. We have The
Whoa,
Exorcist.
This is a remake or like a.
Yes. So this is a remake of The Exorcist.
Ooh, it better be good.
Yep. Saw 10. They're bringing that back.
You want to play a game?
Yep. Dune Part 2, November 3rd. I'm very excited for
Okay.
Dune Part 2. Looking forward to that.
More
They really
action. Let's-
turned that around.
Let's turn up.
Super
let's get
quick.
Let's get some.
That movie.
Yeah. Because the first one. Yeah,
was
we just
last
saw
year.
the.
Yeah. They did a great job on really pulling that all together. The Hunger Games, they're coming back. That is
Ballad of the
November
Songbirds and
17th.
Snakes.
Ghostbusters Afterlife, that's coming back as well. That was very good. The Afterlife with Reitman. He did that not that long ago. We had what's his face from Stranger Things, and that
Paul.
was very good. Oh, and Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd
Rudd,
was in
yeah.
that. That's right. And then Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, December 25th, which just feels literally. I mean, it's literally a year away. Which I was surprised by that. I thought that was coming out sooner, but I guess they've been delaying it and postponing it because of Amber Heard, right?
What? Say that again.
Didn't they like delay it and postpone it because the Amber
Oh
Heard
yeah,
thing?
because what was going on with her?
Because weren't they?
But
like,
then they
swapping
removed her
around?
from the movie anyway. This movie, they've removed all of the superhero cameos. They removed Amber Heard. There's going to be nobody in it but Jason Momoa.
Yeah, and he doesn't even want to be in it.
He doesn't even.
It's going to be like, what is it, Polar Express with Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Classic. So that's the 2023 preview
Expectations.
list. Pretty long list. Pretty long list. What are you most excited for on there? What's your
Let's
number
work my
one?
way backwards. Ghostbusters.
We're just looking
Exorcist.
for your favorite.
My favorite right now.
What are you looking forward to the most?
top
Not
pick.
the number one.
John Wick. John Wick 4.
John Wick 4.
Mhm.
The entire 2023 slate in John Wick 4 is what you're most excited for.
It is an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I'm surprised by that.
I think I'll say this is why I'll say that. I think the MCU is going to be the MCU, right? Like even if you don't go to the movies and see it, like
Yeah.
whatever. I think the most fun, if I have to go to the movies and see something, would be either like the most fun I'm gonna have, John Wick, Super Mario Brothers, Barbie. You know what I mean? Like I can just get drunk and be at the movies, you know what I mean, and having
Yeah.
a good time
Okay.
and like not have to be super invested in it and just be like, oh, that was fucking
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Like everything else in here, like I gotta watch. I gotta watch Ant-Man, Marvels, Oppenheimer. I gotta watch.
So you're looking at it like work.
Yeah, it's like
All right.
I don't need my interest peaked. I just want to just enjoy it.
Okay. I want to say Dune 2.
That's just shit.
Dune 2 is probably it. With the real close second being Oppenheimer.
This
But
list is
Dune
full of
2.
bangers though, man. Like Spider-Man, Saw 10. Like
I've not seen. the
I'm
last
big
several
on like
Saws.
limb dismemberment.
Really?
Yeah, I love that. I fucking love that shit.
That's all right. He's up.
I don't know.
I was going to unpack it.
He's
for a
looking
second.
for beef patties, if you
Maybe
know what I mean.
shouldn't,
limb dismemberment. Like
but why?
Chainsaw Massacre shit. I fucking love that shit. It's my shit. I don't know.
So like Saw, like you got turned up on that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Cut
All
his-
right.
cut a
Have
foot
you
off.
seen all of them?
Nah.
Did you see the last one, Spiral?
Nah.
Didn't that have Chris Rock?
Chris
in it?
Rock. I don't like Chris Rock.
You don't like Chris Rock?
No.
Is that who it was? Is it Chris Rock? I'm pretty sure it is. I think
you
Chris-
were so confident that I didn't even look
I think
at it.
Chris Rock actually like has like a producing credit on it.
I stopped liking Chris Rock way before the slap.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. He has a new special coming out.
I mean,
I think it's on Netflix. I want to say.
he's like the uncle I'm like,
Mad at?
yeah, like
Take me through that. Why don't you like Chris Rock?
I just don't
Is there like one reason?
know.
I don't need a legacy story.
No.
Just nothing.
There's not
Just
one.
don't-
No.
I just don't.
You're on Will's side in this whole thing.
I'm not on anybody's side.
Okay.
They're equally. I equally have a thing
Problematic?
about both of them. Yeah.
All right.
He is the lead in that. He does not have any production credits.
Oh, there it is. All right. So back to the dismemberment thing. So yeah, Saw. You're really into that.
Cut some arms and all.
But where did that all stem from?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Dark.
I need to
piece
just
of me.
really quickly
Yeah.
just backpedal just a quick second.
Yeah.
He does have an EP credit on that movie.
Thank you.
Chris, there you go. You
I
watch.
knew-
Apologies.
Because
for
I
that.
had read that he
Yep.
was instrumental in getting this iteration of Saw kicked off.
Like, why though?
I
Like, what
think
did he just wake up one day like, I'm gonna executive produce the next Saw? Like, what the?
I think he saw an opportunity to make a lot of money. Those movies are very cheap to make and they gross a ton of cash, which is
Yeah.
why scary movies are so like there's so many of them. There's such a huge market for
Yeah.
it. There's streaming services dedicated to scary movies, like just that alone.
Hmm.
Because they're so cheap to make.
Yeah,
But they make so much money.
that's crazy.
I can't get Emily to watch any scary movies.
My wife either.
I've been trying to watch Smile for like
I fucking forgot about it because I
4
can't
months.
fucking watch it.
every time I go on iTunes, I'm like, there it is.
I
You
gotta
should watch
watch-
that.
I can't watch any scary shit. I had to watch Nightmare Before Christmas on fucking Halloween.
It's an impossible
It's
pitch.
fucking
You
terrible.
won't watch that. It is good.
It's terrible.
It's good.
I'm not. I don't have anything against it. I'm
You
not.
won't watch it, so you do.
No,
You won't watch it.
it's just not my
You
favorite.
refuse it.
All right, calm down.
You do. You
I
refuse
don't
it, Your
refuse
wife
it.
suggested it and you don't like it?
I don't like it.
Your wife has good taste.
It's like forcing me to eat broccoli as a kid.
Here we are. Anyway,
We didn't talk about this.
no, we didn't. We really. I mean, we just really rolled through this episode, if we're being honest. It's actually a little bit of a shorter episode.
And we're
just
in the-
because we're going nonstop.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about the whiskey.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. Nor did we refill. Did you refill?
No, I was so
My third
excited
glass.
about the content of the show.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm not paying attention then.
That's why I'm on
Sorry,
limit.
it's my first day. Yeah, right.
But yeah, pre-production and before this, we talked about we didn't have shit to talk about, and we just been talking the whole time.
Pass that over.
All right, so back to the Legion and its
The Legion,
Japanese
Legion?
whiskey origins.
Legion.
If I'm going to be honest, I don't get
I don't get a lot of taste.
I wasn't going to say that.
I don't know, man. Kentucky, Japan. Oh, look at that. You see that at the top?
Yes,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do.
It says Kentucky, Japan.
There is a profile, like a flavor profile, in my mind for Japanese whiskeys. I'm not
Ain't it?
I'm not extremely well versed in Japanese whiskeys. I've had several, but there are some people out there that really subscribe to it. And with my experience, there is a very distinct kind of flavor profile of Japanese whiskeys. And
Yes.
this does not
Have
align
that,
with
no.
that quite
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting all of that. But it's not bad. I don't dislike it. It's not I would say it's middle of the road. It's not particularly smooth.
It's not delicious,
No, it's not. Yeah.
but it's not terrible. It's good. It's good. It lives right there. You could pour me a glass of this if we never met. and I'd
Yeah,
drink
you
it.
got to work through one or two glasses, and then I think you can settle into it. But it's not easy out of the gate.
Yeah.
Like it's a little bit. You gotta work with it a little bit before you're like really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm gonna put it middle of the road.
Kentucky, Japan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I imagine what that fried chicken tastes like.
Man. I don't know. Oh, there's faces on the front of the bottle.
What?
Yeah, check that out.
Ah, I thought that was a feather.
No, it's like I don't know
It's
what
it's the two guys face.
Yeah.
The guy from Kentucky.
It's
and
one of
the-
those
see
optical illusions.
All right, let's close it out on. Are you any updates on whether or not you're going to go see Avatar? I am trying to get Emily to go see it.
I don't
I've been
know.
working on it.
Do
It's
not
not
care.
going well.
I don't care. I don't think I care.
Did you care
enough.
about the first one?
No.
No.
All right.
So
on this too long. I don't care.
I'm feeling like I'm going to have to probably go see it by myself or with
Solo,
somebody else.
Like nobody I know besides you is like, I'm going to go see it. Like nobody.
So that's not totally true. I have talked to some people that were planning on going to see it. They may have already seen it. My understanding is that they would have or should have by now. Mark went with a bunch of people. Mark, Dorito, they all went and saw
I
it.
didn't invite you.
Katie went.
Was somebody called Dorito?
It's his last name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Anyway,
Wish my last name was Dorito.
Snack food
they
fame.
had plans to go see it,
Call me Nacho Cheese.
and I'm assuming they went and saw it.
He's finger licking good.
I can't get my wife to go with me. God, all the things
That's
that I put up with. My circling all back to the
She
beginning.
won't
of
let
this,
you have caramel for dipping apples, and
That's
she
right.
won't go see Avatar with
I
you.
won't.
Damn it.
I would like that. Why did you tell me?
oh
Really?
shit.
We eat
This is-
covered fruit all the time. We just-
all right, first of all, pump the brakes. This is a conversation for offline. We can't hear her anyway, and it's going to be frustrating for anybody who's trying to listen to this.
Sure.
The conspiracy.
And this is a conversation that took place not on the episode, so we're getting into.
Look, he's watched
I'm sorry to like break the fourth wall,
way too
break it
much
down a little
first
bit.
48. for this
Yeah.
guy.
I've watched way too much First 48. Back to Avatar for a second.
Wait, he said I didn't like caramel.
No, that's not it.
Nope.
No.
All right. Gosh, we're almost done.
We'll cut this part out.
What I was saying about Avatar was I'm going to watch the sequel. I said this last week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. If I'm gonna watch it, it's the type of movie that I think you want to watch in the theaters because I'm not gonna get the high fidelity frame rate thing, and I'm not gonna get the 3D glasses at home.
How long is
I'm gonna miss all that.
Do you
So-
want the 3D glasses though?
I don't, but here's the thing. It's not about the want of it. It's about the experience of it, which like I won't ever, because once it's gone, like when
Okay.
it's not in theaters
Okay.
anymore.
himself and make himself go
No, but like you lose that you lose
Sure.
that option, right?
Sure, I
Yeah.
get that.
It's
yeah.
like one of those things like you can't experience it. I don't know like there's no.
Yeah, I get that. All right.
It's not the same.
Okay.
That is true. Like
If you're gonna watch it, if I would argue,
As it's
if you're
intended.
thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch this, like I'm waiting for it to come out or hit streaming or whatever, which is fine, but wouldn't you rather see it like how it was like intended to be seen if you're gonna spend the time watching it?
Sure.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
Most movies are not this way. Most movies are not
How long
filmed.
is it?
It's 3 hours.
3 hours.
Most movies
Long
are
time.
not. Most movies are not filmed in high frame rates. Most
Yeah.
movies are not filmed in 3D in this way, right? Very intentionally. So those are very like those two things are outliers in the sense that I can't recreate that at home, and you can't recreate that viewing experience at home. I can rewatch most movies at home, and the experience is going to be the same.
I'm more angry that that is what's
What is she
predicated by
eating right now?
She's probably chewing on her paw.
No, there's like something in her mouth.
Oh, it's a leaf.
Oh.
There she
She's
is.
like, I've given up.
There she is.
Great. Well, I hope it was tasty.
All right.
Carry on. Sorry.
No, it's all good. That was my last.
Yeah,
that was my
okay.
last
Yeah,
pitch and
got it.
plea for the Avatar situation.
Got it.
Anyway,
I think it's in her beard.
still working on someone to see that with. Anyway, all right. That's episode 41. That's going to wrap us
In the
up. That's
bag.
going to close us out, dude. Yeah.
Happy
Very
New
good.
Year.
God bless.
See you next year, Jesus.